Haaland for the Muwekma Tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area. Congressman, with all due respect, I ask you for a second request to help introduce legislation on our federal recognition. I think it's time that we stop passing the buck and stop kicking the can down the road. It's time for justice, and you are absolutely right when you talk about the children in the Bay Area. They are asking many questions, and one of the important questions they are asking is what is happening to the first people of these lands, the Muwekma people, who just had a school named after us, Peter Burnett Middle School, Muwekma Middle School. So I ask you again, it takes courage when I first met you to take this action. And we really, Congressman, need leaders and not politicians. We need a leader on this issue to do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you. And I appreciate your passion. I support the recognition of the tribe. I'm supportive of it and with Deb Haaland, and I'm supportive of it of Congress. And I would, if there is legislation introduced in the appropriate committees, I'm on the Armed Services Committee, I'm on oversight. Those aren't the committees of jurisdiction, but if there is someone who introduces federal recognition, I would co-sponsor it. I've always said that, and I know there's been conversations with the delegation, and I know some of the delegation want to make sure that it's recognized without gaming, and others have a different opinion. But look, whenever the legislation is introduced, you have my commitment to co-sponsor it. It has to be introduced in a committee of jurisdiction.
Right, and you are in our committee. You are in our jurisdiction. We live in your area, and we're asking you to take the courage to lead on this legislation. And it has to do with sovereignty, not whether we want to do gaming or not. Those are two different issues. We're asking Congress, and Congress can do this.
They can,
and they have recognized 26 other tribes, and most recently Little Shell, who face the same issues as Muwekma, who went through the process, which we all know in Indian country is a broken process. Little Shell went through the process and was denied on the same issue as Muwekma, continuity. But it was their state, their Congress, and their senators had enough and said, we need to correct this for these indigenous people, and they did. They passed legislation. And that's all we're asking, is to have full sovereignty, to have Congress acknowledge our existence. Not whether we're going to do casinos or not, because that's a whole nother issue. We want full sovereignty, just like all the 101 tribes in California have.
I appreciate it, but my understanding on what has gone through Congress is that there have been some resolutions. First of all, some of them go through the Department of Interior with Deb Haaland. I still hope that she will recognize Muwekma, because I believe they should be recognized, and she could do that. She has the power to do that. If she doesn't, then Congress has two options, or three options. They could do nothing. They could have recognition with restrictions on gaming, or they could have recognition without any restrictions in full. And I would support whatever resolution comes to the Congress for recognition, but that has to originate in a committee of jurisdiction, which is the Natural Resources Committee or the committee that is oversight. So if a member there introduces it, you have my commitment on the record in front of all these people that I will co-sponsor it. Thank you.